and allow a man to speak about her reproductive rights.
But it is about opening spaces for other women and not to be seen as token, and that because I'm a woman, I'm only speaking about women at the table. No, I'm speaking about side of the table that is empty, and the women have to be there. So
I want us to leave this world better than we found it. And how I choose to affect change is by speaking up, by being first, and by being the dominant.
Over 4 billion of the world's population are girls and women, also faced with challenges that affect our world and contributing solutions to them. Let's have conversations and get some answers to them through their eyes and voices. Tune in to Perspectives, where we discuss important issues ranging from climate change, politics, health, the economy, and lifestyle on Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja. Weekdays from midday. Perspectives. Conversations that matter.
I say get out of my house. How we no get out? You go hard you. If you make a 10 slap on me, something go scatter in the Wakane ye ram shinga mwe nikaye uroduela miduega ataviwe.
Angbanev de yeren kwayan shinga pagachi doemi sitima myongo hin ate utiv sha itioki Citizen FM 93.7 kadioka shin owan Angbanev kwa ngwan kwa machi henen kwa chi ama chotom ihemion danza akwa aha ate utiv chi kati wase sha itioki Citizen FM ate utiv chi
Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, bringing you news updates on digital technology around us, discussing the latest developments and how technology can enrich you and make your life more exciting. Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, welcome to our world of technology. Every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 12. Citizens Tech Talk with Mina, expanding our global reach through technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Super Citizen at Sunset on Citizen FM 93.7.
I bet it crossed your mind. Stay connected to the Super Citizen Show as we enjoy a great radio experience on 93.7 Citizen FM Abuja. It's the full package.
That across the world today, it is considered a lucky day for penny tossers, people who like to toss pennies. So if you see a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck. I'm just passing the message. Do not attack me. I'm just telling you what the world believes. It is the 23rd day of May 2023, so it's lucky penny day. Pennies are not very popular in Nigeria, are they now? Pennies, coins, all those small denominations, they're not very popular around here because everybody's looking at using the regular notes now. Yeah, 5 naira safe. It's not even popular anymore. 10 naira, 20 naira. You now start from 15 naira. Small granules you want to buy is 15 naira, and it has to be notes. Okay, I just imagine people going to shop and then they give them change in coins and their reactions to them. Sometimes it's not even hard to imagine. It's just like people look at it like, oh my God, that's so derogatory. Why would I be carrying coins? If you cross these shores, if you just pass here now, just go small to countries that people visit a lot, you will see that it is a normal thing that they will count coins and give you. They'll count pennies and give you. They'll count cents and give you. They'll count the littlest of the monies and give you in coins, and you will still collect. And you come back to your country, Nigeria, you don't want to be handling coins because you're feeling what? Calming down. 5:10 p.m. How's your day going? I'm not here to fight. Today I come with love, like every other day. It is Super Citizen at Sunset, and it's time for us to get started on the show. Giddy up! Ethan, wherever it is you're listening to me from, it's your day today. So here is stress to you, Ethan. I have a friend whose son's name is Ethan. I haven't called them yet. Maybe I should call them later on. Yeah, I'll call them and just say, hey, you know that thing that folks do? They call the parent of the child. They don't even want to say hello to the parent. They just, please, give the phone to the child. Like, sure, I'm not a human being, Tuni. They say, give the phone to the child. I want to speak to the child. And you go on and on and on and on. And when you're done with the child or talking to the child, you just hang up. You just end the call. And that's it. Very rude stuff. Anyway, I'm going to be more polite. I'll call the mom after a good conversation with the mother. Then I'll tell the mother to hand the phone to Ethan. I'll speak with him and then wish him happy Ethan's Day. I think that's good enough, right? Read, like R-E-E-D. If that's your name, here is to you too. It's not popular, I know. It's one of those names that are not very popular around here, but doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So people's reactions when they hear something they're not familiar with is usually like they are discarding it, like, I don't know it. Well, you don't know it. It doesn't mean it's not existent. Know better, okay? All right. As usual on the show, I'll be telling you interesting stuff about this day. Today's the 23rd, so yeah, we'll focus on today, the 23rd of May, 2023. International events that happen around the world today. That is happening around the world today. Yeah. So I take you back and I bring you to the present as well. Bonnie and Clyde. You know that Bonnie and Clyde? That usually, there's a Two-Face song he made reference to Bonnie and Clyde. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember exactly now. But there's one Two-Face song that he made reference to Bonnie and Clyde. Anyway, yeah, it was on this day that they got shot. Bonnie and Clyde. I hope you know that it's not entirely a love story. Those dudes were criminals. The man and the woman. They were like legit high definition, like bazooka wielding. I'm not exaggerating, no. Like real high-def criminals. So whenever you hear Bonnie and Clyde, let it not be about the love story alone. Also remember their, what's it called now? It's not escapades. There's another word I'm looking for. Just remember the things that it did, Sha. Anyway, they were killed today by the police. They were even outlawed at some point. I'll be telling you more about it. That would last until 5:30 rather, between now and 5:30. I'll be telling you interesting things that happen around the world on this day in history. And yes, some of the things we're also marking today. For Tibet, it's a great day because Tibet, on this day in 1951, got annexed by China. Giving rise to a Tibetan independence movement. If you have ever heard the name Dalai Lama, have you? Dalai Lama, the winner of the 1989 Nobel Peace Prize. You don't remember? You've never heard that name? All right, so now I'm mentioning it to you. So Dalai Lama was a Tibetan who was at the forefront of independence, the struggle for independence for Tibet. All right. That was mostly in the late 20th centuries into the 21st century. I don't remember what year exactly now, but yes, during that period. So the struggle of Dalai Lama led, it was one of the people whose struggle led to the independence of Tibet. But it was on this day in 1951 that Tibet got annexed by China. Now you know. John Nash, one of these people that make us feel like we don't know book. He was actually a great mathematician, an American mathematician. He won the 1994 Nobel Prize for Economics for his landmark work on game theory, and he struggled with paranoid schizophrenia. If you've ever heard anything about John Nash, anyway, if you don't, now you know. He's a Peace Prize holder, a Nobel Prize holder rather, not Peace Prize, Nobel Prize for Economics. He's a Dalai Lama that holds a Peace Prize for Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize. Anyway, so this this man died at the age of 86 on this day in 2015. Eminem! I'm sure you relate. Anyway, who doesn't know Eminem? I mean, this age, this generation, this bracket, a lot of people know Eminem as one of the foremost rappers in America. You know, he can give you like hooks and lines over the like off the top of his head, like no. In fact, I saw a meme one time. They said it's very hard to make rhymes with the word orange. You would get stuck. And then someone made a comment and said, just ask Eminem. There is nothing that is difficult for him when it comes to words and lyrics. He just knows, he has a way with it. Anyway, so it was on this day in 2000 that he released the Marshall Mathers LP. And that became the fastest selling album in the history of rap. In the history of rap. You get it? You get it? God, some people are just blessed. Do you like horror movies? I don't. No, you never catch me watching a horror movie. Like, inside from my mind, I just sit down and be watching horror. Lie. I like it easy. I like peace. I don't like war. I don't like violence, always. Anyway, so the classic movie, the horror movie titled The Shining, got his first adaptation of Stephen King's 1977 novel, and it was released in theaters on this day in 1980. You never catch me in that theater, don't worry. Bonnie and Clyde, finally, I'm on that story now. They are outlaws, or they were outlaws. But of course, you know how humans are always tilted to romance stories. Like, oh, so we remember how that they were known for the love story part. A lot of people don't even know that they were notorious criminals. I'll tell you just a bit about them. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. Those were their full names, Bonnie and Clyde. Anyway, so they met in Texas when Clyde was only 19 years old. Actually, at the time, she was married. She got married at 16. Yeah, it was popular during their time, right? Yeah, it was quite popular around then for young people to get married. So I'll tell you a bit about them. So they met. Clyde got sentenced to prison. Bonnie used to visit her and finally got released. And shortly after they met, Barrow was in prison for robbery. Sorry, it was Barrow. And that's Clyde Barrow, who was in prison for robbery. And Parker would visit every single day. And even smuggled a gun into the prison to help foster his release. He had to escape. But anyway, they were caught and then he was sent back to jail. So when when the man was paroled in 1932, he immediately hooked up with Clyde again, with Bonnie again, and the couple began a life of crime together. They even had a full gang. They shot at police officers. They had track record of not even smiling at all. They stole a car, committed several robberies. My God. But again, there's always that tender side of their story where that they were always posing for photographs, because after they died, police found some of these photographs and released them to the media. So we always remember them and be like, oh, even that Celine Dion song, I'm alive when you call on me, when you call on me. And it's argued to be one of the theme songs for Bonnie and Clyde, one of their, one of the movies that was shot in their honor. Anyway, it was on this day that they got shot finally, and they died. Okay, so let's come back to what's happening now. Now you know a bit of Bonnie and Clyde's story, just in case you never knew about it. Now you know. You should be giving me a round of applause. Let me give myself. All right, what do we have here today? It's just a few things worthy of mention. It's a Turtle Day, May 23. So the idea of this day is to honor, turtles. They are associated with wisdom and perseverance. Actually, not just turtles, even tortoise. Even tortoise. They are celebrated today around the world. People who love animals. Some people really do love animals. Anyway, Medic Coda Day. So the idea of this day is to show appreciation to all medical coders, right? People who do codes for medics. I hope you get the logic of that. Yeah, that's it. World Crohn's and Colitis Day. It's about raising awareness about the gastrointestinal disease that has no cure. Yeah, it doesn't have any cure. It's gastrointestinal. Yesterday we talked about preeclampsia. It was actually preeclampsia, World Preeclampsia Day yesterday. That one had to do with pregnant women, mostly second, third trimester, and the struggles, high blood pressure, hypertension, and all of those. Yes. Anyway, today is about the gastrointestinal disease. Crohn's and colitis. It's on this day that more people get to have more information about it. If you've never heard about it, please take a minute. I know they say that Nigerians, we really don't enjoy doing further research, or we don't like to read, but I know you're not one of them. You who's listening to me right now, I want to believe you're not one of them. So please take a minute, all right? Just find out more stuff, learn, widen, broaden your scope of knowledge, okay? And finally today, it is Taffy Day. Do you know Taffy? It's actually a twisty wax. A bit of popping happens when you chew on it. I don't know if you've ever had it before. Well, if you haven't, I don't know. But people who have, you know what I'm talking about, right? It is Taffy Day too. Citizen FM 93.7. I will be back in a bit. I have had this song on my mind for a minute. I just felt like it. So here we go. If every edge you were. Some of the comments I have followed the songs, I've heard people talk a lot about it and be like, oh, I remember one time I used to like the song a lot. I remember somebody who told me that she used to like the song a lot. She had no idea what the song was saying until someone did a translation for her into English, and she was just crying and be like, oh my God, that is so cool. Love stories. Anyway, that's the song and the title, Ejiowuro, Shola Allison. And it is Citizen FM 93.7, 5:31 p.m. You know what time it is? It is time for us to get into it. And when I say it, I mean trending stories around Nigeria at this time. Begin? What story should we begin with today? Because I think the stories are just of same level or height of importance as every other. Okay, so for people that have been planning to jackpot, this would of course mean a lot to them. We talked about it yesterday, right? We said in the coming days, maybe tomorrow, that was yesterday, it was a reference to tomorrow or next, that's Tuesday or Wednesday, that we're going to make it official. That's the UK, saying that they will not open their doors to people who come on school basis, who come to do their MSc, to come with their families anymore. No, we're not doing that anymore. So that's no longer news. You may have seen it, you may have heard about it, you may have seen it on someone's status, because stories like this one would used to just like wildfire. Before you know it, everyone is talking about it, because a lot of people are considering moving, relocating, whatever the economic situation is in those countries. They just want to get out of here. They want to be snapping pictures in beautiful places. Trust me, I'm not even being petty right now. For a lot of people, that's what it's about. Because someone took pictures on nice background, they want to go and take pictures. Some people wish they could come back to Nigeria. But I am not for or against. Whatever rocks your boat, that's entirely up to you. So, they didn't have to wait till tomorrow. They decided to make the announcement today. Yeah, they said it, that there are new laws now. Foreign students, I don't know why they're making it about Nigeria alone. It's not about Nigeria. A lot of foreign students who come into the UK to do their masters. Before now it was okay to come into the UK with your dependent, your wife, as your spouse, your husband, whatever spouse you have, husband or wife, depending on your gender. They could come in with their spouses and, have their spouses be their dependent while they school, the spouses work. So a lot of people have used this route to get out of the country. That's to migrate out of Nigeria and even other parts of Africa, or even other parts of the world. India is on the list too, so other parts of the world. But sadly, that has to stop from January 2024. I'm sure that it's going to get intense now. Like everybody will be like, oh, I'm trying to gather money. The fact that it doesn't even take long. Once you have money and you know the right people to talk to, you can process your movement as soon as possible. So we know for a fact that from January 2024, students will no longer be allowed to the UK to do their masters, to come in with their spouses. Okay. In fact, they're also saying that there will also be a new review of the maintenance requirement for students and dependents, and a crackdown on what they called unscrupulous education agents who make use of inappropriate applications to sell immigration and not education. Should we be truthful? Should we tell ourselves the truth? That was what some people were doing. They just wanted to leave. It wasn't necessarily about the school. In fact, some go there and then change their visa type, whatever. They just wanted to get out of here. Anyway, so the new law comes after indications had, popped up that the UK plans to put stricter laws in place to bring down the climbing number of immigrants into the country via student visa. Braverman, again, the Home Secretary, she was the one that released a report that showed that, remember one time she had to resign because she made a mistake. She used her personal email to send official email. That, yeah. Anytime I just mentioned, what's it called now? Suella Braverman, I just remember that story. Anyway, that's taking a detour to the story now. According to her, she said immigration figures had shown an unexpected rise in the number of dependents coming to the UK alongside international students. So the inquiry was made after the government made its commitment to lower net migration. And she said that the government strategy around international education plays an important part in supporting the economy. So it should not be at the expense of the commitment of the UK government to the public to lower overall immigration. So that's that. Now you're still having plans, Abby. Okay, this is just about getting there. I hope that you're able to take a minute or two to understand the economy, to be able to know whether or not you survive in this particular quote-unquote saner climb. Okay, so let's come back to Nigeria, right? Let's come back to Nigeria. Presidential Elections Petitions Tribunal. Okay, so fingers crossed on that one. We're seeing stories that, okay, so you know that it's been the pre-hearing since, all the while, it's been pre-hearing. Now, the hearing proper would begin on May 30. So as of this time, the petitions of the PDP, the Labour Party, and the APM, they have been merged. So these three parties, that's the PDP, the Labour Party, and APM, they are challenging, the presidential elections that happen on February 25 now. They said, everybody's saying that they won. PDP said they won. LP said they won. APM have their reservations. So they are just going back and forth. Anyway, the chairman of the tribunal, Justice Haronet Samani, made the declaration today while he was presenting the court pre-hearing reports and said, come May 30, we will begin the hearing proper. Okay, my fingers are crossed. So to ensure a speedy hearing of the Labour Party's position, according to let me get that right. According to the chairman of the tribunal, he said there will be no oral examination of witnesses. So what is going to happen is they will just adopt witness statement. You don't have to come and stand and talk plenty. Just pen it down, give it to us. And for even star witnesses, that's for expert witnesses, it's just going to be 30 minutes. It's going to be very brisk, like very sharp, straight to the point. What are we doing? What are we not doing? Okay, is it true? What are your facts? What are your figures? 30 minutes sharp. That's what they'll be using for evidence in chief. And 20 minutes will be what will be used for cross-examination. And guess what? 5 minutes will be used for re-examination. So it's going to be very, very quick. All right? May 30. Of course, as I said, Labour Party, PDP, and APM, all of them joined together. May 30 is the day. July 3, it will finish. July 3, they'll close evidence. And then June 6, pardon me, July 3, everything will round off. Yeah, that's just about it. And I am also looking forward to it. I remember when it was built up to the pre-hearing, I was like, oh my God, I couldn't wait for the pre-hearing. Pre-hearing is done now. So we're now waiting for the hearing proper to start in July 6th. We're going to, know what exactly is gonna be. What's gonna be. What goes up must come down. Bongo Sikwe, right? Yeah, that's a Bongo Sikwe song. Couple of days, it's been very interesting. Couple of days, months, with everything that happened in Port Harcourt, as Rivers State, commissioning of 12 flyovers. It was a back-to-back commissioning, and then yesterday was refinery, Dangote refinery, the seaports. That was last month, I guess. I'm trying to remember exactly now. It's been commissioning, one on the heel of the other. Anyway, the bridge. That's the second Niger bridge said I cannot carry last. Second Niger bridge too has been commissioned. Finally. And then there are also, there's also this talk about the bridge being named Muhammadu Buhari Bridge. Yeah. that some Southeast governors have come together and they have agreed that the bridge will be called Muhammadu Buhari Bridge. Whatever the case, we shall know that. For real, the bridge has been commissioned. There are pictures to the effect. If you've been following the news, you may have seen all of the Southeast governors were there. And of course, some top dignitaries. I'm seeing Soludo, of course, of Anambra State, Ngige, Minister of Employment, right there too. And Top Shots. This is a really cool stuff, like really cool. You know, it was open in December for people to use during the period, just for the period. Then it was closed again. But here we are. Anyway, what you should know is that the president performed the opening via Zoom. And he said the bridge was one of the critical infrastructures that was delivered by his administration to fight poverty, to promote economic growth, and to ensure progress for the people. That's great news. Kudos to Nigeria. Celebratory mood. Cheers to us. That's been a long time coming, my dear. It's been a long time coming. Second Niger Bridge. It's done. Super excited about that. So remember when Dabiru Erewa's name was sent to the Senate, to confirm whether or not she'll be NIDCOM boss? We knew it was just a matter of time that she'll be confirmed again. So yes, it is confirmed. She has been reappointed officially. What you heard that first time was just her name being sent to the Senate. Now it has confirmed. It's been confirmed officially that the Senate has confirmed the nomination of Abike Dabiru Erewa for reappointment as Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of Nigerians in Diaspora Commission for a second term. Woo! Woo, 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 woo! Yeah, it was earlier on this month. My God. Congratulations to Abike Dabiru Erewa. She was a former senior special advisor to the President on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora before she got appointed as NIDCOM chairman in November 2018. Before then, she served in the House of Representatives as a member representing the Ikorodu Federal Constituency in Lagos. That was from 2003 all the way to 2015. It was a pretty easy one today, though. It was during the plenary that they confirmed the appointment. And she was not the only one that was confirmed. Bernard Okumagba, Patrick Isoweren, and Korean Uchebu were also confirmed today as members of the governing board of the Niger Delta Development Commission. Cheers to all of them. All right, you can send me a WhatsApp message, 0818-2222-205. I hear you talk about coins, and I wonder what really happened to our coins. That's one of the messages on WhatsApp. So stay with me. It's a pretty long one. I haven't even gone through it, but I'm sure that it will be an interesting read. I hear you talk about coins, and I wonder what really happened to our coins. In our mind as Nigerians, we don't pass coin level, Abi. That is why our economy is looking hard like a coin. And some supermarkets still sell things in the price like 99 naira, and they still collect 100 naira notes. I'm telling you. This one, thank you. You see, that's me taking a pause from that message now. I personally feel a certain type of way when I am in a supermarket and my bill is like, let's say 943 naira. You're supposed to give me change. If I gave you 1,000 naira and I bought items of 943 naira, please, how much is supposed to be my change? Math people. Is it that 2 naira that is on top? They will not give me. Now, what is even worse is that change, if it's already 40 naira, 45 naira, or 35 naira, whatever, they will not give me that change. They will not expect me to collect sweets. I don't want sweets. Give me my money. What if I have plans? What if I wanted to buy something else with my money? Give me my money. Give me my change. How far? And then it's like when they offer you the sweet and you decide to not buy the sweet, they make you feel like, why are you making life hard? It is you who is making life hard. It is you who is making life hard. You who is operating a store. And you know that it's not always 100 naira, 200 naira, 300 naira. There's a long range of numbers between 100 and 200. So if I buy items of 155 naira and I gave you 200 naira. Please give me my 45 naira back. Please. So that there will be peace and stability. Don't offer me sweets and tell me to buy sweets of 45 naira. I don't want to buy sweets. Thank you. In fact, that's me talking about sweets. And those that will say the items are 99 naira and I give you 100 naira and you don't give me 1 naira change. Is that not theft? Let's come back to the message. Next time I'm in that supermarket, I will ask for 1 naira coins change. Why are you leaving it till next time, Seth? You are part of the problem. You should have been asking for your change since. But it's okay. It's better late than never, right? Ask for your 1 naira change. I'm with you. If I gather the 1 naira coin change, reach 1 million, I go deposit. Wait, hold up. You want to arrange 1 naira until it gets to 1 million naira before you now go and deposit it at the bank. Oh, you know they didn't laugh me. It's my change. Nobody go cheat me. Nobody want to cheat you, Jare. You want to gather? Oh my God, I wish you luck. I wish you luck in your future endeavors. All this plenty talk. Now my own way of welcoming you. Oh, thank you. Gracias mucho. Obrigado. Thank you. Asante, I love you. Love you loads. Thank you, man. All right. And that's one message today about the coins. I said my wife experienced preeclampsia. We lost our baby just a few months ago. So when you mentioned preeclampsia yesterday, I am reminded of our bad experience. But thank you for talking about it. For people who did, I'm so sad. I'm so sorry about your loss. May God replenish. May He who has the power to replace give you another. Sorry, my regards to your wife. I can just imagine what it feels like or what she went through during the period. You know, see, that's the thing. Some people argue that, oh, well, it was just a pregnancy loss. It doesn't really matter. It does matter a lot. A miscarriage is just as worse as losing a full-born child. It's not easy. It's not. You have expectations. You had dreams. You had this thing in your head. You just had it. You were so excited. You were expecting. And then next thing, you just don't come back home with a child from a hospital. It's really sad. My condolences to you and your wife and your family. And again, I pray that God gives you the fortitude to bear the loss. And don't worry, another one will come, okay? All right, moving on now. Let's see. Is it Muhammad Buhari Bridge? I saw the story on Instagram, okay? And I cannot believe it. What is with naming things after people? And then a few years later, we will change the name again. Right. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. We will do what we got to do, right? There are lots of places that I used to know by one name, and then I hear that they've been renamed. I see that thing happen a lot, but Toddy, what shall we do? You can also send in your message 0818-2222-205. That's the number 0818-2222-205. Hi, you my hi. Just send me hi. Same to you, hi. All right, I'll take a break now. When I come back, I will be bringing you more stories, and then we'll be rounding things off because we need to take the news at top of the hour, 6 o'clock. Oh my God, my screen have blank. Okay, there's a right. Let me see. Can I take this call before the break? Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Go ahead.
There's the Muhammad Buhari Commission for what's it called? Second line service, right?
Yes. Okay, you're not sure. You won't confirm.
I won't confirm.
Okay. Yeah, it's a second line.
It's a good one. I saw pictures from the Punch newspaper. So it's a good one for the people of Southeast. At least that one don't pass. So the next president, I'm not making focus on this Lokoja Abuja Expressway. Make it focus on that one too. So that before him to go, maybe that one to be on ground for everybody more use.
But is that not too long a time to focus on just one express road, Abuja Lokoja?
Not our country with it. Now only Nigeria with the long things. With the long things to the extent we say even the key way we say them born, the time we say they start the project, don't marry. So now only God now go help us in this country. So the next president should help us to local Abuja expressway too. That one to need construction.
Right.
Then the Lagos Ibadan expressway too. Made them focus on that place too. They made them come. I can talk of my own state too now. Benue state too. So it's just some part of this.
Benue, Nasarawa, right?
Thank you. That made them focus on that part too because they're funny. If you pass that road, if they come back, they have to buy Panadol. It's very easy.
That Taraku Alede road especially.
Oh my God.
No.
My God. So made them focus on that one too. So and again, the incoming president, I beg, make it no too pay. And if they want to do it, make it do a sharp, so that we will start the enjoyment before you go big. Then we say, president won't go. Now they make the thing available. Now they come put in them there saying, I ain't do them. And yes, I ain't do them. We appreciate that for that one.
Alrighty. Gracias mucho. Thank you very much. Break now. Come back in a bit, round things off, and then take the news on the hour at 6. On the news, the comprehensive news at 6. Stay with us.
It has just begun.